Hello there, Rhinohorn 125, and I am super excited to be able to do this review. It was just my birthday on July 19th, and that is why I've been doing action figure reviews lately, and I'll have some more after this, and maybe some other stuff I may do reviews on, but maybe not. But like I said, I am extremely excited to be able to do this. This is the Mezco 6-inch Old Man Logan. This is a dream action figure of mine. I almost wanted the brown suit Wolverine, but I thought, I just, really love the Old Man Logan comic. It is probably my favorite comic of all time, I would say. If I had to choose, I'd say that is the one. So, getting the action figure was just, it was just a no-brainer. I mean, why not? But let's get into the video, and I would like to say that my other reviews, as I have explained before, and the reason for the length is I like to go into detail and, talk about the figure and stuff like that. Some of them are more shorter, but some of them go up to 20 minutes, and I feel like kind of that's too long for an action figure review. But, yeah, if you guys like my reviews but don't like them too long, sorry about that. I tend to explain. Maybe even more than I should about the figure. But, anyway, let's get to the review. So, really love the box. Nice, variation of colors, the black, and love the way this is all scraped up with the X. Nice yellow splash there, and brown. Just, work of art of a package, which there are not many of. I don't keep every box for every action figure, but this is definitely one that I will be. And the side there is just yellow, has the same symbol on the front. Mezco toys, which are wonderful. I've never really heard too many complaints about Mezco toys, and I mean, sure there's things about their figures that aren't all that great, but, I don't plan on collecting all their figures, but just, if I feel like I need it, then I will definitely try to get it. But on the back, nice picture of the figure here, all of his accessories, and I love that it comes with the Baby Banner, or, Baby Hulk, I guess. I like to call him Baby Banner because it sounds better, and then all the hands he comes with, and his stand, and just these awesome pictures down here, which I hope to take a lot of awesome pictures with this as well. And I really need to invest in a really nice camera and a computer to edit and, do a lot of action figure photography. But without further ado, let's get this open. And I would say Bub, but I'm not allowed Wolverine. That's Wolverine's thing. Okay, so here he is in all of his Wolverining glory out of the package. And as you can see, he does come with quite a few accessories, which was expected anyway. Shows all of them on the back. But definitely going to take a look at them, as I always do. And Mezco figures, I know, are well known for being really nice figures. And like I said before, there are still flaws and stuff, and I'm sure I might find some with this, but just by looking at them, and messing with their articulation, a little bit. Sorry about knocking that. But yeah, I haven't really found anything that I could really complain about. So let's get to the accessories, as always. And Mezco figures, the only Mezco figure that I've ever had was the Hellboy, from Hellboy 2 Mezco, which was just like the regular action figures they used to have, and now they have these, which is still make others, but that one I got for like $30, probably like 4 or 5 years ago, I'd say, probably like 4 years ago. But first things first, he comes with a nice bag to put all of his accessories in there, which is really nice to protect them all and stuff. And what I will probably do is I definitely want to get a container, like a nice container. I need to start getting one to put his accessories in, because I do have one, but those are for like my Marvel Legends and NECA and stuff like that. So, but these I would want to keep a lot more protected and by themselves, and in case I get other Mezco figures. Next thing is the stand, which is wonderful. And if you wonder why there's a hole here, is because you can pop this out, which that is just to stand his foot in, so just be careful not to lose this, which you pop it out from the other side. And I actually couldn't figure it out at first, and I was like, oh, because this, thing didn't like go like that, but so yeah, there we go. And then you can have them, just up like that. Because the stand itself, which I really like the decision they made, because you can just have this little peg in the stand, which you can barely see there, and then just have him standing on it, or you can have him jumping really far in the air, which you can't even see this at all, so you can like put it all the way up here. And this one seems like one of the best stands that I have ever gotten, because it's nice and like tightly moved there. So yeah, very nice stand. Love that. Same symbol, same X on the packaging. So yeah, very happy about the stand there, and I'll be careful not to lose that peg. Alright, next thing is the other accessories. Of course, we have his coat, which looks kind of strange the way it is, because it's not on him, because the way the arms go back, but for me that was expected, because to get it to fit good, which, they put it back because, he's got shoulders there, so that it'll go up and look nice. Because I always thought it looked strange when I watched reviews on this guy where it was kind of back and it looked weird. It's like, is that going to look awkward on him? But it really doesn't, so yeah, which I will put this on him later. So the coat does look very nice. It's made out of a nice, I wouldn't say it's real leather. Maybe it is. I can't really tell. I'm not like a leather expert. But, it is really nicely done. It doesn't seem like it'll come apart as long as you don't start pulling at things in here or just letting it lay around and stuff. It'll be fine. Just laying around on the ground or whatever. His next accessory is the backpack, which looks really nice. I really do love this backpack. I mean, it's just a backpack, but it just looks like a very nice backpack here, which has got the straps that I could tell are very easy to get on there. And I am so glad they didn't go with some design to where you have to like push it in like how Marvel Legends do. And if it rips or something, because a little peg thing that's like rubbery just rips off, you're just done. Like in these, I would be careful. Like if you like bend them too much, I'm sure if you went like that enough, it'd probably start getting that like the white there. But I wouldn't worry about it too much. But yeah, so it goes pretty deep in there. And then the next accessory, which this does have some nice detail on it, nice wrinkles and stuff there, is the baby Banner. Or Baby Hulk, and I think that looks really great. It's not completely spot on to the comics, actually, based on like the colors and stuff, but I mean that doesn't really matter because it's just really nice, and I really love it's just funny that they added this in, and I really love that they did that, and I'll probably just always keep him in there, because I mean, what's the point of having him with the backpack and not having him in there, unless you want to put like guns in there or something. But Wolverine's he's not too big on guns. I mean, he gets shot by them all the time. I would be against guns if I was shot by them all the time and survived every bullet wound, too. So, yeah. Looks pretty great in there. His next thing is his hat, which I really love that it's weathered, because I noticed before I even watched the review that it looked too, like, plain and stuff, and I was thinking, well, I kind of hope it's not plain. But it's, it's not. It's got some weathering there. It's got some, like, little scuffs on there and stuff. Let me just focus that more. Yeah, there we go. And, yeah, so, yeah, nice scuffs and, like, tears in there and stuff, and especially on the top. You can see them there. It's nice and dirtied up. So, really nice job on the hat, and, real quick, I might as well just show how well it fits on him. So yeah, so it fits pretty good, and then you can have it down like that, which looks pretty cool if you want to have him leaning back, and then you can have it sideways. But yeah, it does fit very well on him. I just stuck to my finger there. Yeah, pretty sure I have it the right way. Yeah, I do. Okay, that's definitely the front. So yeah, I really love the way that looks, and it'll definitely look a lot better with the coat on. So next accessories are the hands. This is like I'd say maybe jumping, like if he was jumping, just a random positioned hand. Wouldn't say that's too much of a relaxed hand. I'm sure you can use this for a lot of different things, but I'm glad they included it. The next one is a hand to hold the strap. I would say that's what this hand is for, to hold it, or just pretty much hold anything, whatever you want them to hold. I'm sure a lot of things could fit in there because, you know, it's easy to pry them open, but the hands look really great. You know, you get the like little veins in there and such. I just focus this real quick, and you know, it looks nice, and you can see the bones in the hand, just like, you know, on my hand there, which look great. And this hand actually almost looks like he's starting to make a fist too. It could work as that, like, you know, he's starting to do this, and then he's gonna pop his claws, which was a term used in the comic quite a lot. Pop his claws, and then the other one there looks great as well. I love the position of the hand there. So they did a fantastic job on the hands. Really, really love it. Yeah. Alright, there we go. So here are the next hand. These are basically the same, just left and right. And really, they did a fantastic job on the claws. I always worry about Wolverine claws when I get them, but I found out the only ones you actually have to worry about are Marvel Legends Hasbro, which they need to get with it on the claws. Their latest Wolverine, the brown-suited Wolverine that they did, which came out a while ago, I say last Christmas, around that time. That one, they did good on the claws, but I feel like they need to make it more out of a stiff plastic, and so you don't have to like pull them out, because I hate that stupid thing where you can pull out the claws. Like, that's such a great thing to do. And it does come with an extra pair of hands, but, you know, just talking about Wolverine claws and how they could be better, like, this one is really good. Really love the claws on this one here. So, in the hand, again, looks great. And the other one is basically the same, but, you know, there were enough of a rubbery feel. And, I'm sure you could probably take these out if you wanted. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't, because he already has fists, so if you did, you'd be breaking it, so don't do that. Do not take these out. But yeah, so both of those hands look great, which I will be putting them on him. So now let's get to the articulation. And hopefully I don't make this video like overly long, like 30 minutes. That'd just be ridiculous. Alrighty, so articulation, his arm can go up, I'd say, about there, because, you know, the shirt, if you took the shirt off, obviously it'd move a lot better. And then these arms here, which you kind of have to, like, move it, which I love the joints on these that I found out, because they're nice and, like, you know, you have to move it. Like, you almost think it's going to break, but you don't have to worry about it, because it's nice and stiff, like, it doesn't move way too much, but goes up that much there, then put that down. And double jointed, I'd say almost double jointed. I mean, it has 2 joints there, but yeah, I mean, yeah, so I'd say double jointed elbows there. And then in the wrist, you know, swivels there and goes up and down, and you can make it go side to side there. So really love the articulation in the wrist. Probably one of the best choices for wrist articulation there. So, yeah, you can look down that much, you can look up that much, which is really great. You can spin his neck itself, and then you can also spin his head separately to go all the way around, which, as I've said in many other reviews, I don't really like to spin my action figures' heads around, because, you know, it could wear out eventually by moving the head around and stuff, which I don't like to do. Its leg goes forward that much, goes back that much. Again, it's a little hindered by the pants, but no big problem. I mean, I don't really have a problem with it. Some people do. Double jointed at the knee, and a little bit of an ankle pivot at the boot, and can move side to side at the boot. And there is no boot cut there, and there is no articulation at the end of the foot, which I think would have been a nice touch, but also, because, like, getting certain positions, like, you know, like going like that, or like a walking or running, like, I feel like it could help, but no complaint. I don't have any complaints on this figure so far. I just have suggestions, and one of the suggestions is a head that is like, you know, a snarling, like, this head sculpt is just phenomenal, but it'd been nice to get a head sculpt with the, like, just a open mouth, like, super angry expression. And I'm sure since, you know, they could definitely make money off of it, they will probably make a version of this maybe all bloodied up or something like that. Like maybe how he looks towards the end of the comic. This one isn't completely exactly like the comic, I'd say. The reason why is because in that one, he either had a black shirt, if I am remembering correctly, which I'm pretty sure I am. He either had a black shirt or a, the shirt that was like brown and then it had like the orange on the side, more of a futuristic looking shirt. So, yeah, but no complaints there, at all, just, you know, just observing. And actually, maybe he was wearing a white shirt at the end of the comic, I cannot completely remember, but it doesn't really matter, it's in the area. And, yeah, like I said, no complaints, just paying attention to the figure. Just moving the light here. Now I will put some of the hands on. With the clawed hands on, definitely my favorite hands. You can get a lot of nice, good poses with these hands here. Yeah, so ready to pop his claws out and slice and dice. I guess, you know, make some shrimp on the Barbie, I mean, Wolverine's Canadian, but Hugh Jackman's Australian, so I guess it works. Here he is with his hand, I would say, just to make an action pose, so his action pose hand, and here he is with, I still want to say that is his, like, maybe hat, like you can have his hat, like, in his hand. I'd say maybe that's what it's for, and, like, you can put it on the rim of his hat like he's kind of, you know, just, you know, pulling it down a little bit as, you know, westerns, but I don't know, I guess you could put a lot of things in the hand, like I said earlier, but it is a nice hand to be included, and I'm glad it was included in there, and I really do like both of these hands. Here he is with the coat on, the trench coat, which I think looks really good. It looks strange when you, like, go like that. That just looks kind of stupid. But, like, when you flail it out like this, and then you can probably get it in poses. I think putting a wire in this would have been a good idea, but you actually can get it in, like, a nice breezing motion, and then maybe take a picture of, like, his hat, like, over here, you know, I didn't make it look like there's a nice gust of wind coming over, and then have the kid, like, like, blowing off of his back, too. No, just, like, out of the backpack, you know. There, so just have the backpack on and have the kid blown out. But, yeah, I really do like the way this looks on him. You mess with it a little bit, and you can get it. When you first put it on, it's a little strange, but when I first put it on, I thought it looked weird on his back, but you just, like, pull it right here until this goes to about his shoulder, and then it looks good on him. So, yeah. I've heard some people say that, you know, some cloth things like coats and stuff don't really work, and, like, it, you know, it can make it look weird. But I actually think this one looks really good, and it's nice that you can still get it in positions without it having a wire in it, which is really nice. So, yeah, really do love that jacket, and it is, it's basically spot on, but I feel like this figure would have to be, like, plastic mold to be able to put the, armor that he has right here in the way the fabric is in the comic, and you guys may know what I'm talking about if you've read the comic or even seen pictures, where he has, like, a armor piece here, and it's more weathered, but you can't really, like, weather something like this and expect it to last since it's real fabric. So I think they went with a good option by not making it look exactly like the comic in that way, you know, because of the certain things you can't do with cloth that you can do with plastic, which I would really love a Marvel Legends of this version of Old Man Logan from Hasbro. I think that'd be amazing. So Hasbro, get with it. That'd be awesome. So here he is with the hat on, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the backpack on and see how easy that is with the coat on as well. Alright, so I did manage to get it on. You kind of have to, with the jacket on, kind of work it up there. And actually I do remember in a video a guy said that it would be easier if they had it snap in, but that never works. They never sometimes want to stay, or they're molded differently, and you just get a figure that, you know, it doesn't clip in. So there's really no other better way to do it, but you just kind of work the way up, and it'll be all like scrunched up with it, and then you just pull the sleeve down, and then, you know, it looks nicely on there. Actually, I think it does. Sure, I could get on there a little better. Yeah, so there. I pulled them up as far as I can get them there. So I think that looks, yeah, really good on there with them. So get them in a nice pose with the thing there. Kind of wish the collar here was like almost in a way where it kind of stayed right there, because on the box it's kind of like in a position like this. Like, this is as perfect as I can get it, but it doesn't always want to stay in that position. So yeah, one little complaint is I kind of wish they maybe put a wire, but not too much wire. It would be a lot easier to pose. But with the bottom, I don't think the wire is necessary, because you can actually get it up like really well without wire. So I think right here, adding wire to about midway down here, or just all the way through, would have been a good decision. And I'm sure there is a way to put it in there if you want to. And, oh, there is wire in it. Okay, well, I was not messing with it enough, I guess. I didn't even realize. Okay, so, yeah, alright, no complaints then. That's never happened in a review where I had a complaint and then it's fixed in the review. So, yeah, pretty awesome. Took the trench coat off because, you know, all the details underneath, you know, the arms and stuff, so let's get to it. On the head here, wonderful detail. Really, really love it. You got some scars in there and like wrinkles and stuff, and that angry expression. The hair was done very well. Very well done to look like the comics. I love the shirt. And like I said earlier in the comics, he has a black shirt or the other brown and like with the orange on it shirt. And like I said, if you guys have read the comic, then you know what I'm talking about. And a lot of in this review, you know what I'm talking about. And then they have not molded, but you know, nicely painted on hair on the arms up there, which look really nice, and the muscles in the arms, and then how the hand looks really good. In the skin tone, I'd say it matches up fairly well. Yeah, it matches with the tone of the arm here, and same thing with the head, which with most figures sometimes that's a problem, like they don't make it the same exact color. Like, it's okay, but it's not exact. And then right here you got his throat. He looks like a older man's throat a little bit, but you know, to Wolverine standards. And then it looks like maybe some scarring, I'd say. Maybe, or maybe that's just old age. The belt looks really great. I really love that. The way it looks there. And on the pants are really nice. Nice fabric. Nice and bendable. And I actually did forget, he actually can basically do the splits. Yeah, that's about how far his legs go there. So, yeah, that's really nice. I don't know why you'd want Wolverine to do the splits, but, you know, just showing that. And then the boots look great. Nice scuffing on there and paint wash and all that. So, yeah, and then there's the pegs in the bottom. So, that's basically all the detail, which I think is enough. I mean, they don't have, like, plastic clothes, so you're not going to really have that much detail in the clothes. And they actually have muscle underneath here, so if you want to have his shirt off, which I would like to know how difficult it would be to tuck this in, or else I would take the shirt off and show you guys. But I don't really want to do that because I don't want to risk like not being able to get that down in there, which I will probably look up to see if it's possible to get it back in there, because I feel like it'd be super difficult to do, but I'm not completely sure. Mezco 6-inch Wolverine. This gets a definite 5 out of 5, which is how I rate my figures. Super happy with this. I probably couldn't ask for more, but I mean, I did say that it would be awesome to get extra heads, which in my opinion is great with a lot of figures. Like my Bosk figure that I just did, it would have been great to get another head with that, and just a lot of figures. It'd be really nice to get other heads and hands, which hands are not a problem, but another head would be always nice. So, hope you enjoyed this review. Hopefully it wasn't too long. I knew it was going to be a longer one like usual, and this has a lot of accessories and a lot more. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm definitely going to enjoy taking pictures of this figure, and I do recommend this figure a bunch. So if you're just a Wolverine fan or you collect Mezco or whatever. So like, comment, and subscribe, and have a fantastic day, bub.